Once upon a time, in a beautiful meadow, there lived a lively rabbit named Rosie and a wise tortoise named Toby. They were good friends, even though they were very different from each other. Rosie, with her soft fur and long ears, loved to hop around and explore every corner of the meadow. Toby, with his hard shell and slow movements, preferred to take his time and enjoy the peacefulness of the meadow. One sunny morning, Rosie bounded up to Toby, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "Toby, let's have a race!" she exclaimed. "I bet I can beat you in a race any day!" Toby smiled kindly and replied, "Oh, Rosie, you know I'm not the fastest creature around, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. Perhaps we can still have a race, but with a twist." Rosie was intrigued. "What do you mean by a twist, Toby?" Toby explained, "Let's have a race, but this time, we'll both start at different points and take different paths. You can use your speed and agility, and I'll rely on my determination and steady pace. The first one to reach the grand oak tree at the end of the meadow wins." Rosie thought for a moment, then agreed. "All right, Toby, let's do it. May the best friend win." And so, the race began. Rosie, being swift and energetic, quickly bounded ahead, darting through the meadow and leaping over obstacles with ease. She felt confident that victory was within her grasp. Meanwhile, Toby started his journey, moving forward at a slow but steady pace, never losing sight of his goal. As Rosie hopped and ran, she occasionally looked back to check on Toby, but every time she did, she saw him slowly making progress, his determined eyes fixed on the grand oak tree. This surprised Rosie, for she had expected Toby to be far behind her. The meadow was filled with the sounds of Rosie's energetic hops and Toby's slow but determined footsteps. The other animals gathered along the race route, cheering for their favorite contestant. Some animals admired Rosie's speed, while others were inspired by Toby's perseverance. Finally, as Rosie was nearing the grand oak tree, she saw Toby closing in. Realizing she might not win after all, Rosie decided to slow down and wait for Toby to catch up. Breathing heavily, Toby approached the grand oak tree, his legs tired but a smile on his face. Rosie was there waiting for him, and the other animals applauded their remarkable efforts. "You did it, Toby! You caught up!" Rosie exclaimed, genuinely impressed. Toby replied, "And you, Rosie, you were lightning fast. It was an exhilarating race." The animals congratulated both Rosie and Toby for their exceptional qualities. They realized that it wasn't just about speed or slow and steady progress. It was about valuing each other's strengths and supporting one another. From that day on, Rosie and Toby continued their adventures together, appreciating the unique qualities they brought to their friendship. They learned that winning or losing didn't matter as much as the joy of the journey and the cam.